Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another matchups prediction guide. Apologies for missing last week. I was traveling, but we do have a new matchups player available. It's Lenglet from Sevilla FC, not Atletico. 85 overall center back, 80 pace with 96 physical, 90 defending. That is not bad, especially if you're going free to play. So if you get 5 out of 5, or is it 4? At least I think it's 4 now, but there's 5. Yeah, if you get 4 out of the 5 predictions right, you can get this player. I think that's a pretty decent player, to be honest with you. He's got the defending boost, plus 12 tackling, plus 10 reactions, plus 10 awareness, and plus 11 aggression with plus 8 positioning. Sorry, and then these are his detailed stats. I don't think he's bad at all, to be honest with you. I would actually, if I was doing free to play, I would actually consider him for my team if I did get that 4 out of 5. But before we do get into the predictions and the strategy for this week, don't forget to hit like and also subscribe to the FIFA mobile channel. Let's try to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. Big thank you to you guys for all the support so far. Now, we've got these 5 things, and we've got skill boosts. I'll talk about the skill boost at the end, actually, before we get into this. Let's make these predictions. So Swansea versus Stoke City. Now, Swansea, this is a must-win game for them. Stoke are already relegated, but at the same time, I guess they would still want to show up for their fans, you know, even though they are relegated already. But I guess pride is on the line for them. But at the same time, Swansea, this is must-win. They have to win this to avoid relegation. So Stoke and I believe West Brom are already relegated, but Swansea can still survive, and they need to win this. So I'm gonna go with Swansea on this one. It's a must-win for them. So I'm gonna go with them. I think they're gonna have what it takes to survive. It's kind of crazy in the Premier League how all the promoted teams from last year actually survived relegation this year in the Premier League. So all the new teams are still good, and all 3 teams that will go down will be like already current Premier League teams. So that's pretty interesting if you do follow the Premier League. Hopefully your club did not get relegated at all either. But again, I think Swansea, since you know their fans are going to be up for it, I think the team is going to be up for it. I think they're going to have what it takes to keep going and trying to stay in the Premier League. And Stoke have just been bad, honestly, even away from home especially. So I don't expect them to make any much of a difference. Now, Sevilla versus Real Betis. Now, Sevilla is a beastly team. I'm always very impressed with Sevilla. They did knock out my team, Man United, from the Champions League. They just beat Real Madrid, I believe, or was it 3-3 in the end? I think they just beat Real Madrid. I should double check. I think they beat Real Madrid. But even though Real Madrid is playing some of their weaker players because they've got that Champions League final coming up versus Liverpool. But Sevilla is a great team. They're away from home, but Betis, not the greatest team in my opinion. At least not great enough to overthrow Sevilla. So I'm going to go with Sevilla on this one. Why does my Ronaldo look like he has huge shoes? I don't really get that. What a goal. He looks like he's got like some big ass shoes. Let me cross it. Do you guys cross in versus attack, by the way? Oh, what a save. I always wondered, do people cross in versus attack? I think if you have a player that can head the ball, then maybe it's a good idea, but if not, you're probably better just trying to dribble. I do a lot more dribbling than crossing, but lately my versus attack has been kind of hard. I don't know. I'm going to give tournament a try again this week, but I've been having a lot of issues with versus attack in terms of, like, I feel like the only players I lose to are players who have lower overalls than I do. Like, and most of the time, I would say 75 to 80% of the time, I face somebody that's a higher overall. I actually end up beating him. But when I lose to somebody, most of the time, I lose to somebody with a lower overall. It's really weird. And let me know if you guys have been experiencing that, because it's like I still look at the chances after a versus attack match. It shows you the amount of chances that you had and your opponent had, but mine still says I got better chances. But like, they're scoring, my opponent is like 3-4 overall, and they're scoring at the same rate as I am. I was like, am I messing up? Like, am I just bad now with versus attack? Anyway, Roma versus Juventus. Now Juventus are in they're leading the title race right now, and I mean, Roma, great team, but I think Juve is gonna have too much for them. I think Juve's been on a roll. They just won the Coppa Italia as well. It's away from home, but I mean, they're gonna want to bury this season once and for all, you know. So I'm gonna go with Juventus. Juventus, they always do have. I mean, a lot of people say they have the refs on their side. They do have a lot of luck on their side lately, or in general, not lately. The last like 7 years, if they win the Scudetto again, that'll be 7 years in a row that they've won the championship, which is incredible. But a lot of other Serie A team fans will say that it's rigged. It might be, to be honest with you. How did that not go in? And do you guys believe that football matches are rigged? I kind of like after Chelsea versus Barcelona in 2008 or whatever, or 2009. I kind of believe in that now. I mean, some of those games were disgraces. Let me just do a nice little shot there. Yeah, I kind of believe that, you know, there could be a little cheese involved in those matches in terms of the referees. So now we got Spartak versus Dinamo. I'm gonna give this to the home team. I don't know too much about the two teams. I'm gonna give this to, I mean, Dinamo, they're in 10th. I'm looking at the table right now. Dinamo are in 10th. They kind of face a bit of a relegation battle, it looks like. And Spartak is hoping to clinch a Champions League spot for next year. So they're more of an ambitious club. I'm gonna go with them. They're playing at home as well, so I'm gonna go with them on this one instead of Dinamo. Especially, like, I mean, higher placed team versus lower placed team. So I'd rather go with a higher placed team that's playing at home, especially. So I think that's a better bet. Can I get a nice little long shot there? Nope, the guy blocked it. Ronaldo, nice little finesse shot right there. Beautiful. And then let's get this last goal. Boom, that is it. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Spartak Moscow on that. They do have better players as well. And last but not least, BVB versus Hoffenheim. Now this is tough because I remember the last time I went against, this is my own personal thing, I went against BVB last time, Dortmund last time, and they proved me wrong, so I'm kind of hesitant to go against them. I'm gonna go with them. It could be a Hoffenheim win, but I'm gonna go with Dortmund because I let them down last time. I wasn't betting on them, and then they had an amazing game. So I'm going to go with Dortmund on this one, in my opinion. But Hoffenheim are a great team as well. But let me go with Dortmund just for my sake. I always like to correct my mistakes. Oh my God, can I just... What is going on? Oh wow, we actually scored. Jesus Christ. All right, one more goal. Or not. Can I get this goal, man? Alright, there we go. Let's... Does this guy really block me? Boom, what a shot from Ronaldo. I love when you can do a full swipe and it still goes in. So those are my picks. Those are my picks for this week of matchups. BVB, I went with Dortmund. Spartak Moscow win. Juve win. Sevilla win. And a Swansea win. All wins, no draws in this one. Now, in terms of the skill boost, I mean, on one hand, you get 40 skill boosts for 1 matchups point. You get 4 skill boosts to get the Lenglet. And then you get 250 for 4. I'm always more of a fan of the skill boost. I mean, if you get 3 out of 5 right, I suggest just going for some skill boost. If you have a better center back, of course, and you have 4 out of 5, definitely go for the skill boost. Skill boosts are what increase the rating of your team. So I hope you guys enjoyed that matchups guide. Let me know who your matchups picks are in the comments below. And I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Peace.